JCPenney, and tonight on LCS Recap, Enemy vs SKT, who's gonna win? What I don't know about the current LCS will shock you. And coming up, Champion Forecast. Usually LCS f***s up solo queue for everyone because they just copy what they see on TV. Well, not anymore. Stay tuned and I'll give you hints and tips on what to ban to prevent that from happening. All that and more tonight on 7 News. With knowledge in solo queue with this week's Champion Forecast, a segment where I tell you what to f***ing expect for the next week or so. Kalista, Gragas, Thresh, Rek'Sai, Alistar, LeBlanc, and Sivir all saw an average of 90% pick and ban rate. And seeing as many of you hungry solo queue players are ready to chow down on all the dicks of the pro players, it's safe to say these champions are the ones that you should look out for. You should definitely ban them, and if somebody has a match history that only has a few games played with them, they're probably a fraud. Lesser played champions that played in LCS that still did well, which kinda proves viability, are as follows: Zac, Bard, Gnar, and Rumble. These champions didn't garner as much attention and flew right under the radar, which might give you some free LP if you practice up with them. But please, above everything else, practice these champions before you play them in ranked. And just Rise. And just because Azir did okay, do not let your friend play him. Next up, we have a segment called Hold That L, where we talk about hype losses in the LCS series. Now I know what some of you are thinking, shouldn't you talk about wins instead of losses in an LCS recap? Speaking of questionable choices, Enemy changed their name from Enemy Esports to just Enemy. But sadly, a name change just wasn't enough. Nothing was gonna stop Liquid Piglet from eating Auto like an Autopop, and X Special putting in that work on that body drop. We're expecting to see cloudy skies and lots of motivational 16-year-old girl tweets from co-owner and CEO Dan Clerkey. But the question on everybody's mind is, of course, is Enemy gonna remain the team that boasts, or are they gonna be that brand new Team Coast? Our next Hold That L award goes to Team 8, which finished the joke, why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 8 fucking sucks. This L was awarded when they lost to CLG by over 15 kills. I don't know about you, but if I were to have side bet on Team 8, I sure would be salty. Nien. And last but not least, get those Vulcan drafts ready because here's our Vulcan picks of the week from Darnell DeMonte. Darnell? Hi there, my name is Chris Tiffany, the intern, filling in for our co-anchor. He's sick. Now, though the team matches for week 3 are daunting, fear not. We compiled the perfect list of pros that'll land you first place on all your matchups on Vulcan.com. That's right, Vulcan.com, the fast, effective, and fun way to earn money. And sell out. Week 2 had its fair share of upsets, and while week 3 doesn't seem to be any less hype, here are some people that performed well in their roles to give you some of an indicator of who you might want to pick. The players that did exceptionally well are Alltech on Marksman, Bunny Fufu on Support, Dyrus on Top, Bjergsen in mid, and Santorin in the jungle. Try those on Vulcan.com and let me know how it goes, summoners. Happy drafting! Those are some pretty fucking horrible picks. Oh, you. Shut the fuck up. Well, that about wraps it up, folks. I'm Anchorman JCPenney. We'll see you with all new segments next week.